I have show notes. I swear. I mean, I gotta use them more. Hi there! Welcome back. It's time once again for the Golden Age of DC Comics 365 Days, where I take this well loved, well read coffee table book given to me by one of my best friends about 2 decades ago, and it's been surfing my coffee tables ever since. And it's a good excuse to have some comic book talk. And what goes well with with a coffee table book and a virtual coffee table? Well, pull up a chair and bring your own cup. Some coffee for the coffee table. How's that? Cheers, slancha, to your health. Excelsior. That's Tanzanian peaberry. That's some good stuff. But this is some good stuff too. This has been a really good source of conversation for me. I miss the conversations that we would have at the old comic book shop, and it's my intention to bring that to us here right now. And we're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year. You know it. So we're just going to open the page, fulfill the intention of this book. This is a 2004 Abrams press. This is a hardcover coffee table book. It's a collection curated, and the blurb's written by Les Daniels, Chip Kidd, and Geoff Spear. The link is in the description to Amazon if you want your own copy. It makes a great gift. And I just cracked the book open and I go to today's date, which is April the 24th. What I do, we look at some art. We talk about some art and we read the blurb, and we also try to think about the perspective of when this came from and at what time in the history of the world. The golden age of DC Comics run between 1938 and 1955. A lot happened in America and the world at that time. We had just come out of the Great Depression, and we're entering into a world war. And it was a very tumultuous time, but it was the dawn of something new, an American mythology with American gods and goddesses, in a way, huh? And they're a pantheon, and they're virtuous or they're evil. I mean, they have a lot in common with the Greek and Roman gods, or the fickle gods of any culture's, spirituality. It's great, and I love talking about comic books. So we're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year. So today is April the 24th, and it's a one panel full of Ben Ray dots. Here we go. The Vigilante. Don't worry about him. Sorry if you can see my mouth moving. Maybe, yeah. The Vigilante. Don't worry about him. The world will see him a stone statue like the others. I, the dummy, promise you that. And now, your next assignment. Listen carefully. That was better, huh? You couldn't see my lips moving. The Ventriloquist Dummy. That was huge. Pre-internet. I mean, it was a form of entertainment. The Ventriloquist Dummy. Puppet shows. I mean, it was ancient internet. That was ancient streaming content. Seriously, I'm not lying. And so this is art by Mort Meskin from Leading Comics #1, winter of 1942. Introduced as a minion of the Kingpin called the Hand, this little guy went on to become a major villain in his own right and a recurring foe of the crime-crushing plainsman, the Vigilante. The dummy's look, complete with formal attire, was clearly inspired by Charlie McCarthy, the most popular little wooden person of his era. McCarthy starred in films and appeared on a top-rated radio program. He was manipulated by ventriloquist Edgar Bergen, the father of actress Candice Bergen. Candice Bergen, most notably of the late 80s sitcom Murphy Brown, and the early 70s movie with Jack Nicholson, Carnal Knowledge. And I think that, the Ventriloquist Dummy was made out of wood. You know, they didn't use plastic back then. We had glass bottles, we had tin cans, and so plastic wasn't really as, you know, pushed upon us as an option back then. You know, plastics have their places, you know, yet this was a simpler time, and with more recyclable, you know, options. It was part of the culture. There was a return culture. You can get, you know, your money back for glass bottles. Kids would probably go around searching for bottles to turn in for comic book money. You know, that's the culture of this day. So, but I thought that since the dummy here was made out of wood, he would have made an excellent nemesis to Alan Scott's Green Lantern. But the Vigilante DC, yeah, Vigilante Comics, and the Golden Age Vigilante, Greg Saunders. This was this was a DC comic the entire time. Okay, cool. And so that means that Green Lantern could have had the dummy as his nemesis. That would have been interesting. Why? Because Alan Scott's weakness of his ring and magic power of his magic lantern, the Green Lantern, is wood. And that I just wowzers. I mean, to have a time machine to go back and write comic books, and you know, maybe meet a young pinup model. Time machine. That's some delicious coffee, though. Keep grinding. Keep at it too. You know, keep making content. Keep, you know, make the content you want to watch. That gives me a very happy feeling that it's my intent. I want to make evergreen content that is watchable, likable, and that I want to watch, and not just. I mean, I don't want to contribute to the outrage culture. I share a lot of their tenets and point of views, and I am most definitely an audience member of my favorite YouTubers and creators. And I'm not even criticizing anyone. No. I'm saying, me personally, I'd like to keep it as positive as I can, and also not afraid to get into the deep end of the pool once in a while. But yeah, a wooden dummy would be an excellent nemesis for the Golden Age Green Lantern, Alan Scott. I think so. What do you think? Well, leave a comment in the comment section. What do you think about ventriloquist dummies? Ventriloquist dummies. I remember the clown dummy from Poltergeist, as we all do, kids of my age. Man, but it also, we've been talking about comic books, and we're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year. So tune in tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern U.S. We'll figure out who we're talking about, what and when we turn the page for tomorrow. We're going to crack the book and see what we got. Awesome. Oh, good. I just previewed myself there. A very nice conversation tomorrow. So thank you so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you could be so kind. I make cooking videos. I'm a professional chef. I want to share my hacks with you, and hopefully you can make this nutritious, delicious, and beautiful food for your loved ones at your table. I'm a spiritual guy, an ordained minister, an amateur theologian. We get spiritual here. I've got the gratitude list playlist that now includes the Sunday sermons. And I believe in expressing my hope and gratitude and purpose in the world through my spirituality and sharing that message with you. It can improve your life if you let it in, and let the sunshine in. Face it with a grin. Grinners never lose, smilers never lose, and frowners never win. So let the sunshine in. That's from the Flintstones. Yeah, Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, like and subscribe. I would love to earn your subscription. We also talk about comic books every day, and we're going to be talking about comic books every day for the rest of the year. And I'm just really happy about that. This old-fashioned comic book shop conversations and having them with you. And so, yeah, leave a comment in the comment section. Let's keep talking about comic books. Thank you, show notes. I mean, just whacked into my clipboard. Well, you have a great day. Good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.